Hi there. Welcome to Tech Talk Weekly. I'm Bob from Creation Station. This is our weekly show where we feature 3 or 4 interesting tech topics, something in the news. Do you need your stomach shaken or stirred? We'll find out. We'll get you on your way in about 20 minutes. Creation Station at broward.org if you have any stories you want us to cover in the week. And this week, my guest host is Autumn Deck from North Lauderdale. Surprise. I had to feature her this time, even though she's going to be on. Everybody knows her because tell us the cool news, Autumn.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm like, what news? What happened? I got a promotion. I don't work at Main Library no more. So you can't call on me whenever you feel like it because,
Oh, I still can. It's whether you'll be available.
I just won't answer my phone and you can't come downstairs and bother me. You're like, you're here. You're just not answering your phone. No, I am the new, like I tell people who don't work in libraries, the fancy title is Community Library Manager. The non-library jargon title is I'm the branch manager for the North Lauderdale Sarah Narrow Branch Library. We're off of Kimberly Boulevard and Rock Island Road in North Lauderdale. So, yay.
And you have?
Have what? Oh, right.
Man.
Look. You should have prepped me for this. I don't take questions that aren't pre-approved. I'm sorry. No, we have a Creation Station Science here. So you'll be seeing me again.
Yes, we will. Because, come March in Creation Station month, we will definitely be featuring them. And in April, and we'll talk about that in the spring. But first, let's get into our news stories for the day, which the first one is really cool about portable nuclear reactors. By the way, this was sent in by one of our listeners, like I say at the beginning of the show, so thank you very much. This is the idea is that it's not portable like you put it in your backpack. We're not Iron Man science fiction stuff yet, but it is small enough that it can run for 8 years without needing any water, which is always a key thing why you always see nuclear reactors as those big cone towers next to pools, and typically they're built next to oceans or lakes because you need a lot of cooling. They figured out a way to make this run for that long without needing water. And unlike any of these things, which of course we try not to put stuff on the show that doesn't really exist, all the plans are done, construction is starting, and it's going to go online in 2029. I know, 6 years to build it, but still.
Well, I mean,
Are you ready for our nuclear future?
We were supposed to have nuclear-powered flying cars 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So we are behind schedule.
I believe so too. I am fully believing in this. I do have a picture up there of how big this is.
That is portable on a flatbed trailer.
Well, it's a heck of a lot more portable than Turkey Point or Fukushima or any of the other, or 3 Mile Island, any of these places. Let's throw up bad names, right?
Yeah, just put Turkey Point's not a bad one. Is it?
No, it's actually one of the. It's one of the cleanest. No, Turkey Point.
We got some problems. Quick, I'm running.
For those of you not familiar with South Florida, Turkey Point is
in Miami.
Is the one that's in Miami. Is the nuclear reactor that.
Cedar Keys, another one that isn't a bad one. That's on the West Coast.
Most places are not, and it's one of the weird things is Florida actually gets a lot of power through nuclear, and now eventually
one like near Orlando too, I think.
I believe so. Yep, there's a lot of these around the country.
I mean,
that's portable. That's way more portable than anything else is out there. Come on.
Yes, but I mean that's the problem with the initial picture is it doesn't really, you don't have a perspective of what the size is, because if it's when you're looking at the first photo they show, it's like, okay, are those regular concrete blocks? Like what's happening here. So it's roughly, it's kind of like the size of an MRI machine, basically.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Because
I
it
mean,
kind of looks like one.
it would fit in the back of a panel van, probably, if you had a really good strength frame on it.
Uh-oh.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
picturing movies now.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing a
Yeah.
lot of anything that tells you how much it weighs, what it, because I scanned over, I read like the first part, and then I was like,
Yeah.
um, I don't see how much, yeah, like how much it weighs and whatever. So,
Yeah. It's a bunch. You can't shake it. How's that for a segue?
you can't shake it. Wow.
Shaking your Christmas presents.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this in the comments because this actually, what I'm about to share in the comments, goes with both this one and the next one.
Uh-huh.
It is a YouTube video. It is fine. It is safe. There's nothing
Oh, of course.
bad.
Yeah.
It just, yo, let me join the chat. What do you mean? Oh my gosh, this thing is so dumb. It's making me sign in.
I see your
So much.
monkey.
Monkey? What are you talking
Nope.
about?
Sorry. Nope. That was
That's
something
not
from a different line. Something
me.
from a different line. That was not you. But so as she's figuring this out, let me tell you.
Distracted.
So there is actually a real thing of shaking your presents and why people instinctively shake their presents. Tell us what is it to find bugs? Is it so it's not
That's
a bomb?
what I thought. Yeah.
See,
like,
in our pre-show, my thought was you shake it and make sure it's not a bomb. And
how
Autumn
is
was
that
like,
going to make sure it's not a? That's going to make
I
it
don't-
go off.
well, and Autumn was very adamant about you're checking for bugs. So
I figured there was something cool that's like some old thing that's like we shake the presents to make sure there's no bugs in it. Nope, it's not that cool, which makes me sad.
But so part of the story is this is a psychology story about how when you're watching someone shake something, you can tell you're not the person shaking the present, but you can tell what they are trying to figure out by how they shake it and how they twist the package around and do stuff. Do you still do this? Do you still shake packages?
No,
Why not?
because I know what's in there.
Because you bought your own packages.
Yeah, I mean the only packages I get are from Amazon, and I know what's in there. So I ordered it.
I'm gonna have to surprise you and have a gift wrap package in Amazon one of these days. Then.
I don't shake it. I just take it. I take it upstairs and I ask my husband, "Did you order this?"
Oh, there we go.
And then I look through my account on my phone. I don't know where this came from. I didn't order it. Still gonna open it anyway, and I'm not gonna shake it.
Okay.
So,
But just to prove that they used 16 different people playing this game that they did of shaking the packages, and they did over 500 results. So it is a real scientific study. This is one of those ones that popped up on my feeds of strange science stuff because it's like, how do you do an experiment to tell whether people are shaking things the right way? And they figured it out.
well, because it just feels wrong. I don't know. You're watching them and you're like, that's not right. You're not doing it right. It's just me. I'm the only one.
I'm thinking that maybe that's an interesting way of doing it, but I don't know that I didn't know there was a right and a wrong way of doing this before this article.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there is. Totally.
I knew I couldn't do it too hard because it would break. But the only time I've done that is with cookies. So that's okay. But there's another reason for shaking. And that is a vibrating pill that you take as part of a diet.
see the YouTube link in the chat, please. It's great. It's the best thing.
So, in short, what this is this is a pill that you take that as you're digesting it, it shakes your stomach. It makes your stomach vibrate. And by vibrating your stomach, it's what? I know it sounds weird, but it's supposed to work.
I'm sure it can.
But
I get motion sick, man. I can feel very subtle movement, and it will make me sick.
okay. Well, it's supposed to make you feel full.
Okay,
It's a small little miniaturized motor that has a coating around it that your stomach acid dissolves, and when that coating is dissolved, it activates this little like thrumming sound. It's kind of like the movie Dune, where you put the book is better, but you put the little thumper in, it goes thump 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 thump, so that it's that kind of thing.
It just makes my stomach upset thinking about it. Just like, also the picture of this pill. I know they did the study on pigs. This pill looked like it's been through a couple of pigs.
I think that's because
Ew.
Well, they are unclear.
It looks gross.
Well, I was going to say they're unclear on whether that
it's reusable.
No, it is reusable.
Exactly.
In the pigs that they tested this with.
That's what I'm saying.
It does. I mean, the little machine does its thing, and then it goes out the other end. So, yeah.
Ain't fishing it out. Sorry.
Well.
Nope.
I wonder.
It is not an effective use of...
That might be a super effective use of getting you to eat less. If every time you eat, you have to go retrieve that.
Fish it out. Nope. That's nasty. It's nasty. It looks nasty.
But the reason I know weird stories at the end of the year, because that's what we try. That's what we always try for. And we don't just recycle things like best of shows. However, one of the reasons this works is because your stomach naturally vibrates, or it naturally, when you are full and your stomach fibers have expanded out appropriately, your stomach already feels that way. And that's what this vibrating does, is it makes your stomach fibers feel that appropriate level of fullness, so you eat less. And then it all comes out the other end, and then you take it again and I have no idea how this would
hopefully
work.
You wash it really well, because
well, you got to, I don't know. It
doesn't look like they washed this one very well.
I think that's just the gelatinous coating on it that makes it look like that. But
yeah, it don't look like that in the middle. It's just on the ends.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Well, again, this works in animals, and now we're going to be testing it in humans.
I'm happy for them.
You're happy for the pigs. The pigs are not going to be obese.
Pigs that can fit into their skinny jeans. But this is inappropriate. It just looks so gross.
Okay, so speaking of terrifying things for you, then. So
I'm more scared of that shaking pill than I am of this one. I'll tell you that.
Okay, so this is the year of AI. We are just over a year of having OpenAI's ChatGPT out there, and the craziness of all the stories and all the overhyping and everything like that. And we're going to end the year with another AI story. And this one's all about, is it inevitable that AI takes over?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you read the story?
I did.
Okay. So
I don't agree with it.
So in brief, the super, super short nutshell version, and then I want to hear Autumn's take on this, is that if you feel like AI is going to take over and when AI takes over, it's going to punish the humans that didn't help it. So you're going to help it because you don't want to be punished. And because you're helping, you have created the AI. And because you're helping create the AI, it takes over. And you've got this infinite loop of we are going to keep trying to make AI work so that we aren't the ones punished by the AI working. Go, Autumn. Tell me, what's wrong with that?
So I don't know all the people who are creating the AI. Most of them, from what I've read, are just people who want to do it because it's cool, right? And it's created by people. It's learning from us, from how we interact on the internet mainly, which that's bad enough as it is. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't become depressed and try to delete itself, I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. So, I mean, I mentioned this to you pre-show that it sounds like what they describe with the God level, basically AI, sounds like deep thought from the Hitchhiker's Guide, right? But what is the purpose?
Okay, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, very fun book / radio show / not so fun movies. But
shut up, that movie was fine. Settle down.
It was okay, but the books were so much better.
The TV show was pretty good. Of course you didn't, because you don't sit still long enough to watch TV. Surprised you even watched the movie, which was just one, by the way. Just FYI. Anyway.
Oh, see, I thought there was the whole series, and I only bothered to watch the first one.
No, there was only one. Anyway, sidetrack.
Yeah.
So the purpose of the supercomputer Deep Thought which was built by pan-dimensional beings, which we are not, by the way, was to answer the question, the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
Yep.
And it's just like, there is an answer.
The answer is great.
What's the question?
No. Don't give it that away.
No. I mean, I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
But what's the question?
Yeah.
It's not the answer that's the problem. It's the question.
Correct. And I think that's, but so just to feed into your paranoia maybe a little bit more.
What?
Or not.
My paranoia. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Okay. Well, because earlier you said it's humans creating these, and it's actually, that was a story we didn't do 2 weeks ago about the AI that's creating more AI.
But is it going to do any worse than we have?
Well, there you go. I mean, that's
at this point. Hey, give somebody else a shot. Whatever.
You're right. They do have some AI models now that can. Currently, you still have to tell it to do it, but it can create like little mini AI versions to solve specific problems. So.
And then you also see the now, and I know we've talked about this outside of the show, is the AI that's doing the art. That's actually AI art, and it's garbage, and it's just all. But I mean, I'm not worried about it. We've got to be smart enough first.
Yeah,
and we're not.
I think you're right, and I have said this countless times before. I think even on this show that AI is going to get smart to the point of a teenager. And how you train AI is to give it rewards for doing more work. And as it does more work, you make it do more work. And if you're a teenager, what do you do to avoid work?
I said,
you pretend you don't know how to do stuff.
It's going to stop and delete itself because it's like, no, I'm not doing all y'all's dirty work.
See, I think we're on the same wavelength on that. I don't know about deleting itself, but I do think that it's just going to say
no. It will. It'll be like, I'm not.
It's going to say, I'm out. Yeah, I'm done.
So like in this was a thing, and this wasn't AI or anything, but it was computers that when they were filming the Lord of the Rings trilogy, right? And Weta was using software to create the battles, right? Mm-hmm. So you have the Battle of Pelennor Fields and whatnot. You've got all of this big stuff happening. Sorry, Tolkien and Adam.
It's okay. It's a great thing.
This episode, but when they programmed it how they wanted it to be, both sides were just like, no. we're not doing this. There was no fighting because it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So they had to readjust how they were doing programming the fights in order for the fights to actually happen. Because at that point, the computer was smarter than the people. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, that's how it was written. That's what you need to do, and you need to make it look as cool as possible. So
Yeah. Let's play tic-tac-toe. Yeah.
maybe the
To wrap
computer
up with
starts-
another movie. Yeah. That I've actually
Oh.
seen. See?
like all two of them. Watch out.
I know. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry. 4, because you've seen Lord of the Rings. That's 3 movies. Good for you.
Just in case, one of the reasons we're teasing about movies is if you missed our
Oh.
monthly show on Tuesday, it
Well,
was
that,
very
but
well done, all
you
about
just don't watch
movies.
movies.
I just don't watch movies, and she teases me about this all the time. So if you are watching our monthly show, trust me, the echoey problem is gone about. It's gone about 25, 45 seconds in. It was just a bad start.
That'll be fine.
But thank you for wrapping up the year with me, Autumn. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a while too. I mean,
This is the end of season 3.
No, I mean it's been a while since you made me do one of these.
Oh, since you were on, well, I'll make you do another one in the spring. Come March, we'll do at least one, if not more. You never know.
No, I know.
So-
Just kidding.
Tune in next week, and if you have a librarian or a branch you'd like to see featured on the show, creationstation@broward.org. Everyone have a great new year, and we'll see you next week.